How do conditional breakpoints work in IntelliJ? Have you ever found yourself stuck in a loop while debugging your code? It can be frustrating, especially when you only want to pause execution under specific conditions. That's where conditional breakpoints come into play in IntelliJ. Let's break down how they work and how you can use them to streamline your debugging process. Conditional breakpoints are unique because they only pause program execution when a certain condition is met. Unlike regular breakpoints that stop every time a line of code is reached, conditional breakpoints let you focus on particular scenarios. This makes your debugging efforts more efficient. To set a conditional breakpoint in IntelliJ, start by clicking on the gutter, which is the left margin next to the line of code where you want to set the breakpoint. Once you see the breakpoint icon, right-click on it. You will find an option to add a condition. Here, you can enter a boolean expression that evaluates to true or false. This expression can use variables and other elements available in the current scope. When you run your program in debug mode, IntelliJ will check the condition at the breakpoint each time execution reaches that line. If the condition evaluates to true, the program will pause. If it evaluates to false, the breakpoint is ignored, and execution continues without interruption. This selective pausing is especially useful in loops or when dealing with data-driven tests, as it helps avoid unnecessary stops. For practical usage, imagine you have a loop that runs multiple times, but you only want to pause when a variable equals a specific value, say 3. You can set the condition to check if that variable equals 3. This way, you skip all other iterations where the condition is false, saving you time and effort. IntelliJ also allows you to combine conditional breakpoints with other features. You can log messages or suspend only certain threads when the condition is met. Plus, you can enable or disable conditions without removing the breakpoint, making it easy to adjust your debugging setup as needed. To access these features, you can use the shortcut Ctrl+F8 for Windows and Linux or Command+F8 for macOS to toggle breakpoints. Right-clicking the breakpoint icon lets you add or edit the condition. When you are ready to debug, use Shift+F9 for Windows and Linux or Command+D for macOS. By effectively using conditional breakpoints, you can minimize distractions from irrelevant stops and concentrate on the issues that matter. This approach aligns perfectly with mastering software debugging and fixing programming bugs efficiently. So, the next time you find yourself debugging, consider using conditional breakpoints to make your process smoother and more focused.